That's awfully nice of them. Much appreciated. And it's in British Racing green. Probably the only green needed. There's a Riley 1.5 next to it. Don't know what series engine that is. And another, and looks like another Lancia's just turned up. There's a Jaguar. Is that an XJ? I'm going to double check this one because I made a mistake last week. Just put these keys in my pocket. That's an XJ Sport. Okay, I thought it was an XJ. I got it right for a change. Yeah, so there's a Jaguar XJ. I'm going to have a look at this because it got a Z on the side, so it's a Zagato. That looks like a Fulvia Sport 13S. That's a Zagato design. And if we go over here, we see a Wolseley 1500. And there's a Austin Cambridge next to that. There's Hillman Super Minx.
Set up and ready to go. We've got our friends with this wonderful display of over 150 vintage, veteran and classic motor vehicles.
We have a look here. We see a Morris Minor 1000 Traveller.
For the various vehicles that they've got here, and always a very important part of this event.
Right, if we make our way around here now, it looks like
all our trade stands and our craft stands. And
there's a couple of Jensens. These are the original Interceptors. So this is the original Jensen Interceptor. Most people would know them as the sort of coupe back in over in the 60s. They had Chrysler underpinnings. These, by the looks of things, I think these were the ones for these.
Have a go agility available throughout the day. They put on 2 displays.
So that's probably all British underpinnings here rather than American, but there's a couple of Interceptors here. So very much, very British. They're still British even after the Chrysler stuff was fitted, but not as. Here's another Mini, and that's 1978 car. There's a Vauxhall Victor, has the American Coke bottle styling. And there's another Vauxhall Victor here, so a different generation, I think from the 60s. Right, here's a Volvo P1800. Looks like a Riley racing car of some kind. Another Rover P6, the 3.5 litre V8. There's a, that looks like a Daimler V250, so that's the one with the V8 in. But it looks like a Mark II Jag, but it's really a Daimler. Dodge Ram SRT10, so it's got the Dodge Viper engine in it. That's all you need to know. If you know, you know. Here we see an MGB as well as a Mini John Cooper Mini. And I've got to get that polished because that looks pretty good. Here's a weird looking, it looks partly like a Jag, partly like a Nissan Micra. Not really, I don't know. Here's a Toyota Land Cruiser with a diesel. See, there's a Morris Minor van for British Caledonian Airways. So it's way back when, probably a 1000. Ford Sierra. And here's a Hillman Minx. And there's a Ford F1. By looks of things. Next to that is a Ford. Is that a Popular? Yeah, it's a Popular. How do you name a car? into something that's called popular and just know it's going to be popular. So here's a MGA. Those replaced the T-types back in the, I think back in the late 50s, I think, 1955.
Sheep shearing displays in that area during the show.
Right, if we swing round here, we see a Triumph Stag, one of my favourite classics because it's got the V8 in that could have done a lot more. Could have done a lot more with, but again, we mentioned British Leyland being the elephant in the room, unfortunately. That is such a nice car. I'd have it in green though, but that is a nice colour. Next to that is a MGB, and ooh, looks like a Plymouth Roadrunner, probably in 1973. Is it 1973? Doesn't say, but it looks like a Plymouth Roadrunner, I think 1973. I recognise it. I recognise that shape because I think there's a automotive writer that's got a similar car over in America somewhere that he's been working on. And I recognise the shape. And someone's mentioned, oh dear. So here's a Super Minx Estate by Hillman. Next to that is another favourite car, is a Chevrolet Bel Air 1955, the 55 Chevy. That should be the first of the small blocks. Oh yes, B52 design. Yeah, I like that plane. So very nice. Here's a Rolls Royce. I don't really know a lot about them. A silver something, I don't know. Never. About as likely to own one. About as likely to own one of these as same likelihood as say a polar bear walking into Sainsbury's. Right. Looking around here, we see a Citroen DS23, which is the Palace. I think that's the fuel injected ones. I think they were the fuel injected ones. They were very late on, 1974 that one. Ford Capri 1983 model.
We're just starting Working Hunter Pony Section A. So
this is a Riley 9 March Special. I've seen this one. Yeah, I've seen this one a few times before.
We'll move on without you.
This looks like another Citroen DS,
Information as well.
1970. So
jump around. The judge will
which one's this?
After your show jumping round, ask you to do a show. So just to be
there's a Fiat X19. Oh, wait a minute, there's a Fiat 600 over it. That's just turned up. Yes. So there's the X19. There's a Fiat 600.
those in section B.
They made a hot one. They made a hot version of one of these once.
About half an hour.
A Bath used to do the hot versions of these.
When all the ponies have been.
So that's a Fiat 600, just an ordinary one. Very nice though.
20 minutes to half an hour for Working Hunter Section B.
Right, we get back to the DS. That's a 21, so that's the 2.1 injected engine. So I'd take a quick look. I'm going to have another look at this Riley March Special. That is cool. I met the guy that actually owns this, so cool guy as well. Here's a Austin A40, which is this the one with the hatchback? Let's have a little look. This was one of the first cars on the planet to have a hatchback. No, it isn't. It's just an A40, but it's not the hatchback. There was a hatchback version of this, and I've still not seen one. There's a what's that? NG. So not MG, it's NG. Don't know much about them. I'll have to read up on them. If we go along here, we see a Vauxhall. I think that's a Vivo.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you join us on this showground this morning, you are here.
That is a cool. That's cool. So here's a Jaguar Mark II, which is the 3.8 litre one. Next to that is a Chevrolet Apache. If we look at this one, we get a different view of this one. Yeah, so this Chevrolet Apache says 31 on it.
Registered charity here, providing
And
end-of-life service.
to my left is a Chevrolet 3100. Looks like a step side that's been raised slightly on a set of boggers. This is a Morris 10. Next to that is a Morgan F2 Super Sport 3-wheeler. That's what Morgans were essentially doing before they did the Plus 4. They even make a 3-wheeler now actually, but I don't think I've ever seen one. Here's a Ford Edsel. This is a bit of a, not sure if it's a failure, but they're not, I don't know, never really took off. Front end may have been a bit awkward, but the rest of the car looks alright. You know, Edsel was the son of Henry Ford, so that's what it's named after. Here we see a Renault, I think this one's a Floride. I think this is a Floride, Renault Floride, I think. We look around here. Yeah, that's a Floride. Wish I could pronounce that. Here's a Fiat, I think is that a 124? Is that a Fiat 124? I'll see if I can get an angle on this one. Pininfarina design, I think, so this must be a 124. No, I'm not sure. Totally unsure. Right, if we look around here, we see a looks like a Chevrolet Camaro SS, and next to that is a Vauxhall Cresta. This should have come with a V8. Right, I'm going to walk up here because there's some more classics just up here. So if we go up here, we see some more classics. Over there is a camper van, I think by Toyota. And there's a moron on the road again. Right, we see a Volvo. I don't know why that says it's a V70. Don't know what, it's not really a classic, is it? Not yet. Not yet. There's a Volkswagen Type 2 microbus. Mercedes. Here's a Triumph Stag in red. That's the colour I'd have it in. That or purple. Next to that is a Morgan Plus 4, I think. I think that's a Plus 4. Doesn't say any different. So they have changed a bit, but not totally since the 30s. There's a MGB and an MGA together. Notice the slight differences. There's the MGA. Here's a Turbo R Bentley. There's a Rover 200 next to it. And I've just spotted another classic just turned up. So I'm just going to quickly have a look at it. That looks like a ADO 16 platform, so it's probably is this a Austin? So it's probably the Austin 1100. No, Vanden Plas. I suddenly noticed the badge. If it's a Crown, then it's Vanden Plas. If it's an A, it's Austin. If it's something else, it's a Morris. I've forgotten what it is. Right. Whizzing back across the field now. Yeah. Whizzing back across the field now. We now see a... where did we get to? We got to the Rover 200, didn't we? Yes, we did. We also see a Triumph, I think that's a Triumph Herald, next to a Mark II Ford Escort, 1976. See a Rolls Royce, 1978 one. Again, I'm not sure. about those. But there's a Bentley. There's a Bentley here, probably from the 50s. And we come to some American Jeeps. That one. Yeah, so we come to a line of Jeeps here. There's actually enough parts. You can build more of these if you want. There's a military police one there. Here's the American Red Cross one. I saw that one last week, I think. And there's one called Wild Bill Hiccup. Okay. So anyways, we'll continue on with the classic cars here. See a Morris Minor 1000 pickup with the sort of cover on it. Next to that's a Nissan Figaro. And looks like an MG 1300. Another one from the ADO 16 platform.
We'll show here on the showground.
Yeah. There's a Morris Marina Super. Here's a Ford Mustang 1967. Between January and August. So that's when they did one of their many changes to registrations. There's an MGT type. Looks like a TD, could even be a TF. I'm not sure actually. I know it's one of the T series. If we look here, we see a Rover P6 2000 TC. There's an MG Midget. Also next to that is an Austin Healey 100/6 drop top. Oh, what's this?
You can see a line of
I think that might be, I'm not sure what it is.
and field photography. Our friend Metal Designs, Jewelry, EFM Energy Health.
Actually, I'm going to have a
Homemade.
see if I can find out what this is. This could be.
Special on that stand is a Taunton seasonal salad
Really sure.
selection. For £10, homemade cream, the fudge and sweet treats, together with Twisted Silver by Rachel. Just a sample of.
I am not sure what that is.
And general interest.
Said it's on the 289 register,
On this ride show.
so it could be an AC. I'm not sure. That is. I might have to ask. I don't. Let's. Right, here we see a Vauxhall Velox. Look at how much chrome is on that. Next to that is a Ferrari of some kind. I keep forgetting what they are. I'm always forgetting these things.
11:30, but anyone can turn up to the Dog Agility Ring.
It's got the gated shifter. Oh, it's a 550 Maranello. I'm seriously behind on knowledge on Ferraris. So I see them in the car park where I work, and I can never remember what they are.
For those
Yeah, because I keep thinking I've seen a 296, I've seen a Portofino and a Roma. Never even heard of it before I saw them. It's like, what? I need to start watching telly again. Ah, right, yeah. I can't keep up. Yeah, I can't even keep up. But I know it's got the gated gear shift actually. I'd like to have that. But I think the mechanism's different.
Any other activity?
Yeah. So that's a 550 Maranello. I had to look in there just to get some clues. I had to look in just to get some clues. Because I know, like the ones, the 250 GTO and all that, they're the most expensive car in the world. So there was a Series 2, there was about a few made. But yeah, very interesting to see.
So just to remind you, the horse show continues.
Oh, right.
Dog
It was
shows.
advertised at 200 mile an hour.
Oh.
30, 10:45, ring 1 and ring 2.
Get out of it.
They're happy to
Oh,
take
right.
entries now, and Sharon's down there. Give you all the details, Zoe, and Sporting Dog Agility.
Bigger engine.
That ring is
Power,
active.
It did 201.
Oh, just about.
Over 150 classic
I
cars
don't know. You never did
up in that
200
area
mile an
of the
hour.
showground.
You could if you wanted to lose your license.
Yeah, the road.
Someone actually did that once.
Themed
You can
area.
use it at 70, can't you? So you don't have to do 200.
I think someone actually tried to do 200 along one of our motorways, got himself banned from driving and kicked out of Britain.
Those areas of the showground.
So I think, who is this? I think this bloke was called Smokey Nagatar,
Reminding you again. that
and he
you
likes
have a
driving
local
really fast and getting done for it.
We put on this event every year, and they are fundraising specifically for.
Cheers for your
the
time.
St.
Nice
Michael's
car, by the way.
Hospice.
There's a special order. The colour was, it wasn't a standard colour.
All right.
You know, a factory option, if you like. Another £6,000 not for me.
Last year, this event, the Ryan
Ah, right.
Show, raised over 20,000.
You know, the Daytona seats out the
It
Daytona.
is the
Ah, right. That's cool.
to continue to support
Yeah, because you sort of got.
St. Michael's Hospice, which
It's always
turned
red
out
or
to be
yellow, or if you're a certain celebrity, white.
dying and lost.
Ah, wait a minute. The Ferrari I saw last in the car park at work was in white,
Including an inpatient unit, an extensive wellbeing program.
and I thought, what the heck is that? And I hope,
bereavement services,
yeah, because
including the
there's someone that actually collects Ferraris, but he always gets them painted white.
grief recovery.
Don't know why.
Support.
Not into white on a Ferrari.
Anyone in class 1A, please come.
Italian Racing Red or saying is better, but I quite like the colour on this.
Yeah, it's like an Aston, really. The Aston colour, isn't it? Aston Martin. A lot of them are green or dark blue.
Yeah, because I keep thinking back in the 60s, I think it was,
Otherwise, we are assuming this is
Aston
the
Martin and
last
Ferrari were
rider
kind of
from
rivals anyway.
just to-
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Because Aston Martin come up with a Zagato, DB4 Zagato. The 250 GTO was the response.
And starting in about 10 minutes.
What sort of racing do? They do Le Mans or anything?
Who, the Ferrari?
Ferraris or Aston Martins?
Yeah, Ferrari's in Le Mans this year. And Aston, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember, I think it does remind me of another rivalry, which was kind of unexpected, but kind of it would have happened because of the way Enzo was playing Henry Ford II. Because Ford wanted to buy Ferrari once, and so it didn't really happen, and they fell out over it, and that's how the GT40 occurred.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, build me a car that can crush Ferrari.
Oh,
They-
yeah, I remember that story. I've seen the movie on that.
Yeah, I keep meaning to see that actually. But then I quite like the GT40s because it's like American brute power, but they had to bring it to England to build the racer to go to Le Mans.
Yeah, yeah.
I think a company called Lola helped build it. It was based on something called the Mark 6.
Racing team, yeah, a racing car. Well, that's a bit like the Cobras, wasn't it? That's an AC came over and took
Yeah,
put a bigger engine in it, and then put a really big engine in it. Big bulges in it, isn't it?
but it's whether you can actually drive it, because someone once told me you don't drive one of those, you try and tame it. I suspect with this you don't need to try and tame it.
No, you don't. It can be, it's what you want. If you want to drive it fast, it'll go fast. If you don't, you won't.
Or if some people want to go to a particularly famous shop in Ashford where Drive Tribe have filmed a Bugatti Veyron at before.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in that car. I know that car park.
There's a place there that I think it's Longfellow or something like that.
I think. Oh, wait a minute.
Furlong, yeah, they,
Furlongers.
yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
They have like big engines and all the rest of it. They're big high end. It's on a factory estate.
Yeah, I think. I'm just trying to think where it is actually, because I might have cruised past it.
Yeah, in Ashford.
Yeah, because I saw a Bugatti Veyron in the car park one day, and I thought, I don't care if a manager tells me off for not doing my job. I'm just going to go have a chat with them.
Yeah.
I'm chatting with the bloke who was a passenger.
Yeah, when I went there, they had I don't know what they called them now, the 918,
Andy, if you're in
I think
earshot,
that might
could you
be the-
return to the power scaffold?
I'm not sure what they were.
Andy, if you're available, please.
Yeah.
You'll see activity in the display ring for the first time this morning.
Oh well, I better get on. I've got about 6% on the battery. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Demonstration.
Right, next to the Ferrari, oh, there's a John Cooper Mini, 1990 model year. Ah, Gilbern T1 prototype. I'm going to get out of the way of the photographer. Yeah, so this is the Gilbern T1 prototype. The owner is around somewhere. This is 1970 model, and this is the only one on the planet. This is the only Gilbern T1 on the entire planet. No others exist. Hello, how's it going?
Alright.
Yep, just playing about him on. I've finally got something that's decent to use. Love using this. Yeah, I just wondered when I was next going to see you. So I didn't.
I know Graham very well, so come down and see him.
Yeah. Now this is the one. Is it still running the 2ZZ motor?
Yep.
Normally aspirated. 170 brake. 210. And that's without a turbocharger. I didn't think it was running 210 at this point. Must be. Oh, right. And
Down to 190.
yeah, alright. Yeah, because I remember, I think I told you about a friend of mine that I once, a mechanic I once knew. We were mates at the time. And he turbocharged it. It was on a Toyota Corolla. He turbocharged it. It was running 312 brake. And he was he wouldn't drive it very fast, but he's going through the front wheels, and I'm thinking, how have you managed that? Because I thought there was a practical limit at one point.
Well, there is up to a point till it blows apart.
Yeah, I think, well, actually he wrote it off, aquaplaned. Wasn't even going that fast, he just skidded.
As soon as possible, you are holding up the class.
It's absolutely, he skidded all over the place along the M20, 60 mile an hour. So, woohoo. So he wrote it, he was redoing it, but unfortunately he didn't really finish it. So, but yeah, I can imagine this turbocharged, because I've seen a 2ZZ that's been turbocharged.
Well, they do these charge up in fact, it's actually quiet with the car. And that makes it up to the fuel consumption plummets.
Yeah, so I've seen this car many times before, and I've actually met the owner of this car before. So this is how on. But yeah, but this is the Gilbern T1 prototype. Very low slung actually. It's even more low slung than the Ford GT. So now we swing round to the Rover P5B, 3.5 litre. I'll probably be back, have another look at Gilbern later. Here's a Wolseley 1500. I'm about 2% on the battery now, so I better hurry up. There's another Wolseley 1500. Here's a Riley 1.5. There's a little 1.5 in here. Twin SU carburetors.
Just a reminder to all of
Here's
you
a
as you
Racing
join us
Flame Mini.
that,
Next,
we have
this is the
a
Mini
brand new
Owners Club, Bexhill Mini
show
Club.
here.
So here's a Racing Flame Mini, John Cooper, 1998 with the multi-point injection, 1300.
Competing since
There's another couple of minis here, 1970 model here, and another John Cooper being polished.
they're into their
Look how nice they are with the bright work. Why can't we have bright work on cars anymore?
with their first classes in
Here's a mini pickup with a mini sport engine in it.
novelty.
Take a looky poos.
Dogs, dog agility, Zoe and her team, sporty dog agility.
Right, see it. I'm just going to try and find my
the opportunity for anyone to go into the ring with their